Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? You should not navigate in F5. Yes, welcome to the Infernal Abyss, aka the Nether, and we're going in. We have fire resistance. This should go relatively fine. Hello, boys. I got a blaze rod. They can still push you. We don't need that. Whoa! That I was not expecting. That is the problem. Let's break it. You know, I have been really hoping this is gonna go well. It went well. That was a creature catcher. And I just realized, I don't have anything to pick that thing up. Yeah, it's fine. Let's move to the next one. I only have 8 minutes of fire resistance. We don't really want to waste it. Crimson Nylium. And up here, there's a blaze spawner. We should have taken that one home. I don't really want to know what's down there. The problem is, I also don't see anything down there. We have 4 minutes of fire resistance. Let's get moving. Once the spawners are gone, we can come back here. It's gonna be easier. But we know they're going to be with their skeletons. I got the skull and their pearls. So I think that was the hard part. We got some of the garbage that we needed. Now we need to find nether wart. Not sure why I'm going to do this, but we might need some netherrack, so let's take a bit. And yes, there is a spawner. No idea what that was. Whoa. Okay, I have an idea what that is. Look on the positive side. We're gonna have pork chops. How do you kill that? 1 block lower? Yes, that I don't like. They are from the Cataclysm mod. Yes, we shall have pork chops. We go home. And by home, I just meant to the next target. We just want some mushrooms. Then we run. And yeah, that is a boss from Cataclysm. We're no match for him. Oh wow, the lava pool is glitched. Our final stop is going to be a nether fortress. I was really hoping they're going to be taller. Yeah, let's try to find another one. I need some soul sand and some nether wart. Yeah, this one looks a bit taller. This one can be useful. Okay, the only thing that we have to do is that we need to go in there. Hello? No one's here. We go in. There is someone here. Oh my goodness, source berries. A nether wart. I need soul sand. Ignore those blazes. But down there should be nether wart. Yeah, and soul sand. I'm never doing that again. Do you remember me saying this? I'm never doing that again. Yes, we're going back. Because actually now we have potions of fire resistance. It's just that every time that we're going, I'm actually leaving my obsidian boat. So we need more obsidian. And yeah, this time we're going to take a diamond pick. And we are going to take a cardboard box because I want to bring back a blaze spawner. This is really bad. Oops. So we shall drink the fire resistance. Here's my boat. That should be a blaze spawner, I think. It's the first thing that we saw anyways. Hello boys, I just want to take home your spawner. Thank you. I do hear weird noises from down there. Crying obsidian. We kind of needed that. Block of ferrocore. Well, there's fire here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to enable the ability to fly. We're gonna vein mine. And the fire is gone. Diamonds. Hello. I don't care what that is. We want the loot. I think the spawner is gone. I think everybody's dead. Block of dimensional shards. Probably useless? I can't unblock it. What the? Co-processing and diamonds. Oh, sneaky barrels. Enchanted golden apple. Lovely. We're doing fine. Ladies and gentlemen, our first piece of ancient debris. Finally. Also the loot Kiayo drive. I was going to say that the loot seems to never change, but apparently it does. I got basalt. Well, this trip was surprisingly successful and it hasn't been even 8 minutes. Well, it has. Almost. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, I'm finally back home and I have also discovered that our house is actually way bigger than it looks. I went exploring around the castle and I realized, yeah, this room never had a door. So I just broke it. I also found another secret room over here. So we're good. Anyways, as usual, life must go on. Our main goal at this very moment is to try and get some steel. It's not really a rabbit hole, but it's a teeny tiny bit involved. There is a mod in this mod pack which is going to provide us with something similar to Tinkers. The quest line for it is actually here. Tinkering around. We need fire bricks. That does mean that we're going to need a bunch of clay, and apparently the jar is the most efficient way of making that. It gives you half a stack every time, with 1 bucket of water. So I'm assuming this fire clay is our grout, right? Let's smelt it down. And apparently there's also a better furnace. Cast iron furnace. Twice the speed. Oh, nice. So, you don't cook. We shall do some upgrades. Okay, it's twice the speed, but twice the speed is garbage. I'm used to like netherite furnaces. But how does the block look? Not amazing. Thankfully, one of the things that we have found on our journeys is source berries, and that gives us purple dye. I'll be very honest with you, this is the only thing that I didn't want it to be purple, but it's better than the default color. And I'm not really sure how everything should work, but I'm assuming it just works like Tinkers. The reason that I'm playing this mod pack is that I saw Lord Fonda playing it, and I was like, I really want to try it. As of today, he hasn't uploaded how to assemble this thing. But anyways, let's have a 3x3, like so. Maybe a bit further to the back. Oops. Yeah, we can't really break the wall. So in the 3x3, we are going to have these liquid heating coils. We have to surround it with bricks, exactly like Tinkers. I have made a Foundry controller. For the moment, we're going to have 2 drains and also a tank. So we just finish everything. Okay. That should be a multi-block. And maybe we can go 1 block higher. Yeah, it's exactly like Tinkers. There's nothing to it. So, 2 faucets. I have made a basin. You go there. And a casting table. Oh, and a lava cell. So what do we want from this? That's a very good question. What we want is electrum. Assuming that ratios are always the same, we're going to put 9 silver and 9 gold. Oh, that's fast. Better than Tinkers. And yes, that's electrum. So we can cast out 2 blocks, right? It's so small. We have a supply drop. And apparently there's a guardian spawner or something under our castle, because I keep getting guardians. They don't really do anything, don't you worry. Yes, we know it has landed. What do you give me? That's quite good. I wish I had an ME system. Magma Walker, Oritech. I'm excited about the mod, but I have no idea what it does. I don't think I need 2 gloves. Dark steel. Wow. Okay, let's go home. Thank you. So first things first, I made a hole here. Let's cover it. It's not visible anymore. Secondly, I believe we have 1 block of electrum. Okay, everything has been mixed, so 2 blocks of electrum. Solidify. That was cool, although I can't get it out. Yes, 9 electrum. Give me more. Oh, we also need invar, and we also need a cast. And you make cast with cast iron. Although I was going to say, how would you make a plate cast? That's actually quite easy. We just need an engineer's hammer, and we hammer down, I don't know, gold. That should give us a plate cast. And I guess an ingot cast? Yeah. Oh, you take 4 ingots. For a single cast, that's actually quite expensive. But fine, we have our electrum, we have the casts. Now I need to make some invar. There is a machine from Oritech called a Foundry, and we needed the electrum and invar for that. However, we also need to have some coal coke, and I was hoping we can grow, yeah, kelp. Can I bone meal it? Yes. We just need a bunch for slime balls. Kelp is going to give us kelp resin. The resin is going to give us slime balls, and I think the most efficient way of getting blaze powder at this very moment is to use a squeezer. And that is going to give us a magma block. And that is going to give us magma droplet. And that is a quest. Oh, my bad. It wasn't purple. I'm sorry. I just noticed. Anyways, this magma droplet is what we need in order to make some coke bricks. Oh, and by the way, apparently if we put crying obsidian under a tempered jar, it should work faster? You know, the ones that don't require heat. Oh yeah, it's faster. I wanted some clay. Also, as it turns out, you just need 1 magma block, because you need 27, right? Yeah, we're good. I also don't really have that many places to set up machines. We're going to set it up in this room. And I just checked, it's not crossing any chunk boundaries, but voila. It's gonna take ages to get coal coke, but it's fine. We have plenty of time, because I have to start making the foundry. It's actually not that horrifying. We need electrum wires. Can I get plates? Nah, I'll be right back. It's not a big deal. So normally for the foundry, what you need is some ferrocore, but we already got a block. And besides, I already got rotten flesh from the trial chamber up there. And also some of the mobs I killed, but here is a motor, a cauldron, and a foundry. Oh wait a minute, you're big. I do believe we got a photovoltaic cell, because I think this guy requires power. Let's put you here. You're not that big. How do we power you? Okay, like that. Oops. Oh, it's surprisingly cheap. Ish. I think the higher tier of core you use, the faster the machine is going to work. And, well, we can go as high as basic. Okay. So that's it. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. Okay. I love this thing. What do you do? Yes. Steel. I think I'm in love. We have coal coke. I saw a demo on this mod and it looked beautiful, so I'm pretty excited. We're not going to have enough power. Yep. Well, it continues crafting it, so who cares? I swear there's something down there. It's a bit scary, but we should have our steel. Perfect. It takes ages. So steel is going to be incredibly useful because what we need in order to make a diamond mesh is steel rods. It's not that bad. We can make a diamond mesh with just like 2 pieces of steel. However, another use for steel is a metallurgic infuser. This guy over here. Makes everything cheaper. Probably it's going to be more worth it than the Foundry, because I think this one I can actually power. Right? No. Don't tell anyone that we are doing this, but mechanism machines do actually work with redstone. It consumes redstone, it generates power, and I'm guessing mechanism generators are not in the pack. Good. We have to generate power. One of the things that I have just realized is that you can't even make any solar panels. Well, there is one from Oritech, but the one from Ender.io is actually disabled. So I'm not exactly sure why I got it as a loot, but we can upgrade our meshes. That is one, and the second diamond mesh. It gives us a better chance, that's it. Another thing is that there is a steam boiler from Oritech. Maybe we should get into that one because that generates a bit more RF. Cores required for the multi-block, 1. Production, 64 RF per tick. Honestly, it's not that bad. Do you remember when I said the chaos loot is not amazing? Yeah, you're looking at it. He just spawned. Can I have a bow? We run, and we have some arrows. Don't know what they do. Do damage. We run. I'm gonna die. Oh no. How did you hit me? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another death loop. I don't think that arrow is doing anything. Oh, one more hit. Portal gun. Not worth it. Oh, wait a minute. I died, so my perks are gone. I mean the extra hearts that I got from Spice of Life. Oops. Yeah, maybe not. I was claiming the rewards. I didn't think anything will go bad. Anyways, let's move on. In order to get into steam power, we need a few gizmos from Ender.io. Things that I kind of miss. So let's get some crushed netherrack. And we need to be able to sieve that using lava inside the sluice. The problem is that you make sluices with oak. So let's grow some oak. Oak sluice, iron, and diamond. I do understand that we have sluices, but we're going to need way more. Very soon. This sounds so weird. So lava goes in the sluice, mesh on top, and we sieve. What do we get? Nothing. There's a chance. Yay! Quartz chunk. You need way more lava. We have enough in order to make 1 quartz. That quartz can be hammered down into dust, and that dust can be cooked into silicon. And that is a quest. I think in this mod pack they don't really want us to do some grind, so they have already given us dark steel. We just need 1 grain of infinity, or a few, in order to make an alloy smelter. Fire on deep slate. Okay, shouldn't I get 1 at least? Ah, we got 1. Another 1. Thank you. So apparently in this mod pack you have to cast the gears out. I just made myself a stone gear. So let's make a brand new cast, and voila. Cast it out. I have a hopper under the casting table going inside the chest. Makes it semi-automatic. We also need to have some sort of a garbage capacitor, and we do need more grains of infinity. I used to think it's just the 1. A few minutes ago there was an additional airdrop and I got an additional photovoltaic cell. Again, it's not amazing, but it should help. We need 1 alloy. Oh, it's nighttime. If I put the other one next to it, is it gonna give us more power? Yes, finally. But yeah, that is our copper alloy ingot. We also need 1 fused quartz in order to finish a quest. And that's it. This actually took way longer than I was expecting, but I think the result is going to be fun. So here is a magmatic boiler. We give it 1 machine core. We right click and it should form. Now generally the way that it works is that if you provide it with a bucket of lava, it will give you 64 RF per tick, which is not that bad. However, there is a steam boiler add-on which you can add to the back, and now instead of generating power, it's going to generate heat, and therefore it will be able to provide us with steam. This boiler part was the expensive thing. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but let us get ourselves a sink, like so. Oh, you're empty. What a jerk. Well, we can have water, don't you worry. But for the moment and for testing purposes, we fill in the sink. The pipe has to go inside the steam boiler add-on and not the machine itself. You don't extract with your wrench, you just sneak and right click on the pipe. So yeah, water is going in. Now, if we put some lava inside the machine, what we should get is steam from this side. Apparently. That steam has to go inside an engine, which does require a few machine cores, and voila. And that was not the input. Blue should be the input. If we extract the steam, yeah, we are generating power. So is it going to generate us 2 RF per tick? Well, the gist of it is we can have like 100 of these steam machines and they will form a multi-block, so it's good. We just have to automate it. There was another supply drop and, well, we have a blazing arch boot. That's actually a quest and I was going to make it. Another solar panel. Amazing. Tablet of light. How did you know? If you guys remember, when we went to the Nether, I was looking for some crimson fungus. That's the reason. Because with an atomic reconstructor, you can make blazing archwood. And again, using the atomic reconstructor, you can get vexing archwood. And you get the gist. So they gave both of them to us. Can't really complain. If that is the case, let's get some archwood. Actually, let's try to get as much as we can. Because blazing archwood is actually an amazing source of source. It's not very automatic. I give you that. Before automating power, I was going to say that I really want to get into Ars Nouveau because that's going to help us a lot with generation of resources, and I was really even smelting down stone to make source stone. So that was our next bit anyways. Let's get a few imbuement chambers. We don't have access to amethyst, but we do have lapis. And yes, I'm trying to redecorate the base, and for that I'm actually going to use immersive engineering. It has gone through an update and now they have catwalks. I want the steel one. It does take time. I'm sorry. So lapis is going to give us a bit of source stone, and after that we would be able to actually generate some source. Since we have tons of coal and generating lava is going to be super easy, what we're going to do is that we're going to have a volcanic source link, like so. A source jar, and obviously a pedestal, and I don't know, maybe a hopper for the moment. So it's not going to be a super amazing generation of source at this very moment, but we can have the source link on top of the jar, a pedestal, a hopper going into the pedestal, and some blazing archwood. That should generate some source, and it should speed up the process by a teeny tiny bit. We're poor. What the? Oh, it's looking for a recipe. It's fine, because I had a pedestal next to it. What we want from Ars Nouveau at this very moment is some mage bloom, because with the fiber, you can upgrade your mesh into blazing mesh. What does that do? Well, you don't need to cook the items anymore, it will cook it for you. And yeah, you don't get small pieces, you just get the actual resource. I was scared. It was showing me tier 4 seats. Anyways, we do need to have an enchanting apparatus. If I'm not wrong, we need an arcane core. And well, let's try to make as many pedestals as we can. For this recipe, we just need 4 source gems and 1 seed. And it doesn't require source. Cool. But lovely, we have our mage bloom. I don't know, we plant you here. Oh my goodness, it has to be in water. So yeah, that's acceptable. Let's harvest a bunch. Oh, it does give you a lot of mage fiber. Okay. We're good. It has been a while later, and yes, there was an additional supply ship. And the reason that it has been a while later is that I ran into a bit of a problem. So this is our blazing mesh, right? It doesn't fit the sluice. I think it does need a netherite sluice, but it's not available in the JEI. I mean, here you can clearly see diamond. Even wood. Maybe it's somewhere in the questline and I missed it, so first things first, we need to fix power, because netherite sluices require power. Oritech is such an amazing mod, but it does require a few tweaks because I think it's a bit buggy. For example, we have the magmatic boilers and I do have the boiler add-on in the back, but it doesn't activate on its own. For some reason the pipes do not connect to it, so you have to right click on the boiler itself, then these guys are active. At this very moment, it's not something super fancy, we just have tempered glass with magma block underneath, which is outputting lava into the boilers. In the back I have a garbage pump, pumping in the water, and this pipe that you see over here is for steam. But the steam engines themselves generate a ton of power, it's not 1 RF per tick. So we're going to assemble 3 of them at this very moment, you know, like so. They will form a multi-block, and if I provide them with steam, they're going to generate power. And that power is around 600 RF per tick, which isn't that bad. However, a few points. One of the things that you might notice is that we're getting water back. The water that we're getting back is actually less than the water that we're putting in. It does make sense. But I don't really want to make a loop, so we're just gonna void the excess water. You see? It's gone. But generally speaking, now we have power, and these are energy pipes. From the same mod, obviously. At this very moment, we can't really go that fancy. I wanted covered cables. They look nicer. And you know, I was thinking maybe we put it outside our base, you know, for more fanciness, but no, we can't do that. It's too expensive right now. So for now, we're just gonna have a garbage setup. And I guess we don't need our solar cells anymore. Yeah, we have tons of power. Actually, now that we have tons of power, we should invest more in mechanism. And I don't know, I just got some steel casing. Can I have an enrichment factory? No, obviously, osmium. So you make me circuits, and I guess you make me alloys. With redstone, obviously. Nice. We have circuits. So now I can have an enrichment factory and not waste that much resources. It's a fancy way of saying efficiency. Oops. Oh. I just wanted to make a tier installer. Is it the same with speed upgrades? No. Well, at least now that we have an enrichment chamber, we will get a better yield on our resources. Each 3 chunks gives you 4 dust. I actually needed the dust for the upgrades. We do have a few machines and we do have a semi-consistent supply of power. So here's what we're going to do. I need to upgrade my sluices into netherite. It's going to cause its own problems because I think we are not generating enough power, but we will figure that out later on. And that means I need a smithing template. And I just realized I need diamonds. Gravel. Anyways, you guys get the gist. I have to go to a bastion and with my current armor, I'm just gonna die. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to start making refined obsidian armor. Also, did you know that in the recent version of Mechanism, or at least in this mod pack, you can do this? Gives you advanced circuits. I didn't know that. Anyways, all of that mumbo jumbo means we're going to need an osmium compressor, and we don't need a crazy amount of obsidian, but we need a decent supply. Also for an extra boat. I left it there. Oops. I got this paxel from an airdrop. Anywho, let me try to get somewhere. I'll bring you right back. Honestly speaking, it wasn't actually that bad. More refined obsidian is being prepared, but we can have our armor. Yeah, that's actually true. It's better than netherite. I look fancy in purple. I know. But in addition to the armor, we're also going to make the paxel. I don't generally like paxels, but this one does 17 damage, so why not? We even have more to spare, just in case I lose my life. So I guess there's nothing left to do other than taking some blocks with us to the nether? Maybe a bit more. And some food. I'll wait. As you guys probably know, I'm not amazing at finding the correct bastion, but this one doesn't have a chest. Yeah, maybe it has something on the top. We'll try to find another one. This is the 3rd bastion. Hope everything goes fine. There's the chest. No. How are you supposed to find them? I guess we just move on to the next bastion. Dude, this was empty. I wanted to file a complaint. Oh boy. Let's close it first. Ladies and gentlemen, that should be the correct bastion. I mean, if it's not there, I have no idea where to find it. Another thing is that after fire resistance goes away, I actually burn. I take fire damage. Well, we have 2 more potions. That's 16 minutes. This should be over in 16 minutes. Well, we have 4 minutes, so 20 minutes. I'm still digging. Where is it? Oh, is this the wrong one? No, this does seem to be the correct bastion. I was just digging wrong. Yeah, so the normal guys, we don't really care. Those guys, we care. I don't really want them to jump on my head. Let's cover it. Yeah, I hear the magma cubes. Yes, burn. Well, I guess we take the gold. Yes, smithing template and some garbage. We take the garbage. And also the rest of the gold. We can just teleport back home. Actually, that was perfect timing. We got an airdrop. We got isnium, we got gold. That's nice. Nothing else of significance, I guess. I don't really have that much ancient debris, so let's try to squeeze them. It does give you a better chance. Yeah, we do have a bit more, but that's it. I have to go and find it. But that is perfectly fine. Let's first test it. Here is a netherite sluice. And I actually forgot that this guy does require power. Here's the mesh again. And again, this is just for testing. Here is some lava and I have like 4 gravel. What do you give me? Wow. Everything. This is totally worth it. Oh my goodness, this is so nice. Although I just wanted to mention, I'm not seeing any diamonds. Yes, I do see diamonds. Finally. This is amazing. We need way more. Ladies and gentlemen, there's another airdrop. And yes, I have been busy setting up some automations. We will get back to them really soon. Glyph of heal. Nice. Actually, I don't need those. Speed upgrade for pneumatic craft. So anyways, what have I been up to? Good question. Let me try to explain. First off, one of the things that I have noticed is that I was not getting enough steam, so I removed some of the engines, and now that we have only one engine, well, you can't really see the JEI, but we can fix that. You see, it's actually producing more power. I think the efficiency went up, so that's a thing. But there are a higher tier of machine cores, so if we use them, maybe we can have more engines. Because this is basic machine core, and there are better ones. Yeah, we can even use the improved one. It's just nickel and redstone, which is something that we will do very soon. But I have also made some cabling outside our base, which comes to our sieving area, and we have our netherite sluice and a ton of resources. Just in case it's not very obvious, tempered jars are going to export anything that they produce to an adjacent inventory. It also works the same way for fluids and the output to a tank, and the sluice is basically a tank. So it's generating lava and putting it inside the sluice. However, from the things that we can save, we only have a fraction of that. One of the most important things that we have to save at this very moment is netherrack, because it will give us quartz, glowstone and blaze rods. The other one is basalt, because, well, first off, it's going to give us netherrack, and some netherite scrap. Garbage chances, but it should work. So basically, if we want to go according to the quest book, what we need to do is to make a basalt generator, hammer it down, and get netherrack. You see, that is the simple quest. However, I have been thinking we have immersive engineering in this mod pack. Let's go with garden cloches. You can easily make an infusion crystal, that's good. We can have a charged prosperity seed. Okay, it's just prosperity shards with any seed. I haven't checked if everything is gonna work, but we will see. The most important seed that we want at this very moment is going to be nether seeds, and we're going to need a bunch. Then we're going to need ice seeds, which is inferium. Nice. And actually, nether seed has something extra, right? Yeah, I can craft that one. Yes. And ironically, there is no basalt seed, but you can get basalt through a combination of nether essence and ice. And they do work in a garden cloche with almost everything. We have nitrate. Not much, but we can have more. So I think what will give us a good yield are 9 garden cloches. Let's see if we can make them. Oh yeah, you. Lovely. But the problem with this castle is that everything is an even number. It's driving me mad. But yeah, that is 9 garden cloches. I just wanted to make the infusion altar and I realized I don't have any red dye. True, the supply drops actually drop red wool, but apparently there's also a recipe. Lead nuggets. Yeah, that is red dye. Perfect. I don't really understand how the science behind it works, but that is our red wool. We just needed that. So at this very moment, we can only craft 2 nether seeds, and that's it. But after we get a few nether essence, we can craft the rest. I just wanted to mention that so that you don't worry. Oh, it has to be charged or something. Even though we should have made it a while ago, here is our atomic reconstructor. Using a redstone torch, we will convert it into pulse. Here is a button, and hopefully some power. It's garbage power, but who cares? Oh, it can't even fire. Oops. Let's add more panels. Well, I fell down, but do you work? I picked them up. We try this again. Yes. Also, after this, we should work on getting a teeny tiny bit of flight because I'm tired. I have to climb all the stairs. And it's a lot. But yeah, that is our nether seed, the first one. That should be our second one. And yes, I know what you're thinking. How do you get ice? Probably you're not thinking about it because you already know. But for those of you who don't know, we're going to use the Blaze Bloom goo and water. It should convert it into ice and we just need like 4 pieces. And as a quest reward, you do get something called the icebreaker. Oh, and if you leave it on, it's going to be better ice. Okay, well, let us get a teeny tiny bit of packed ice. It's for the quest anyways. I'm not exactly sure, but I think for blue ice, you actually need to have a higher tier of goo. But we will see. I forgot to bring inferium, so yeah, we do that. And that should be ice seeds. No? Oh, it's... Oh my goodness. I have to climb up the stairs again. It's okay. Don't you worry. We're good. Let's hope in the garden cloche it's not going to require any additional things. Oh, we even have some seeds. Oh, well, it's okay. We don't need flukes right now. So what garden cloches need is water and some power. So I think what we should be able to do is that we can have a pump from mechanism, you know, like so. An infinite source of water underneath and obviously some piping. Okay, we have power. It's not in the center. I will fix that. But are we getting water? Yes. It will auto output. So these guys are growing, which is amazing. And I guess we can give them some fertilizer. Maybe it will help. It just gives you the 1. It's okay. Eventually everything is going to be fully automatic. Actually, well, relatively soon, since we do have the fluid seed, we can have the growth accelerators from Applied Energistics. And also the generator. Maybe. Not sure. And yes, I do admit that currently it's working very slowly, but it does give us a good yield. Also, especially once I manage to upgrade it. That's 24 netherrack. And I also don't have all the seeds, so yeah. Well, we can have... Yeah, that's it. We can have 3 more seeds. Garden cloches are a bit slow and it might sound a bit stupid, but I think we do need them until we manage to get some Certus quartz. It's faster than growing them manually. However, during the past few minutes, we have almost 100 basalt, so let's sieve it. That is netherrack. There's actually a chance of getting netherite scrap, which we just got. That actually works fine by me. Cause yeah, garden cloches are garbage, but they're good garbage. And every time it does give you 20 basalt. Yeah, exactly. That's already a netherite ingot. Also, as for flight, we do have a tablet of flight and we are generating source, so let's use it. The only thing that we need is a ritual pedestal. I had to get some extra source gems, so we need a ritual pedestal. So there you go. We have our tablet of flight. Eventually, I'm going to put our source generation on top of here, so it does make sense to activate the ritual up here. And don't you worry, we can make more of them very soon. But I can fly, right? Yes. A bit. It does have a limited range though. I'm cool with this. So even with the limited range, I can still work. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.